Okay, in this smart grid PPT, we have to explain just overview of the smart grid. Okay, now these are applicable for smart grid subject. Okay, now here, then what is the concept of smart grid? And firstly, this concept is described by US in President Barack Obama in 8 January 2009. So what is the exact concept of smart grid? Okay, now here these are the important system is there, and that system is called as smarter. Okay, now here, in which this smart grid system consists of generation, transmission, distribution, customer participation, operation, markets, and service provider. These are the important keys in smart grid. Okay, now also in which we have to need first customer. Okay, now this is the customer side is here. Then here we have to need first generation, that is generation is here, transmission and distribution. Okay, now here these are the total concept is IEEE base. Okay, now in this instant we have to need customer participation, and also we have to need operation is here, that is we have to need operation. Then also marketing system or marketing concept is very important in smart grid, and also these markets can be controlled with the help of service provider, and this whole system is totally based on customer, and that phenomena is called as smart grid. Okay, now this is the concept of smart grid, that is smart grid is totally depends on generation, transmission, distribution, customer participation, operation, markets and service provider. These are the key things in smart grid. Okay, now this is the important concept of smart grid is here. Okay, now also in which we have to need several parameters like generation, transmission, distribution, customer participation, operation, markets and service provider, and these are the objective. It will be very important in smart grid system, that is called as smart based optimal utilization of all available sources. That is, these are the important things in smart grid. Okay, now this is the concept of smart grid is here. Then also smart grid is called as robust person, that is very active and dynamic person, that is called as smart person. Okay, now in which we have to need each and every parameter, that is energy system, that is earth and arteries. These are the energy system we have to need, and also this whole system is depends on brain and cord, that is these are the very important. And at that instant we have to need sensory organs, ear, noise, hand, nervous system. These are the important intelligent system we have to need, that is brain. It is very important, that is energy system is totally depends on brain, and then finally goes to the smart person, that is this is here, that this is the smart person, and this concept is applicable for smart grid is here. Okay, now also we have to need what is the smart grid and what is the smart grid concept. That is the smart grid concept, the definition is developed by National Institute Standard Technology in USA. Okay, that is we have to need modern grid, that is called as modernized grid, and that smart grid enables bidirectional flow of energy, that is two-way communication occur between them is called as smart grid. And this smart grid is totally depends on control capability of the new function and application is called as smart grid. And also smart grid is a large system of the system. It will be depends on, there are three layer, that is smart system is depends on three layer, that is the power and energy layer is first is here, then second is communication layer is there, and IT and computer layer is there. Okay, now this is the important concept of smart grid is here. Then also these three layers are very important, and this three layer it totally depends on infrastructure, and this infrastructure can be controlled with the help of power and energy is called as smart grid. Okay, now this is the concept of smart grid, that is called as two-way communication between grid and control capability is called as smart grid. Okay, now this is the IEEE definition for smart grid is here. Okay, then conventional grid versus smart grid, in which we have to need characteristics. There are 7 characteristics is there. Then first is we have to need architecture, then consumer participation, generation and storage operation, power quality, then new product and services, then assist optimization technique, it is very important, and last one is the self-healing concept. These are the 7 characteristics it will be applicable for conventional grid and smart grid. Okay, now these are the important 7 characteristics. It will be depends on conventional grid versus smart grid. Okay, now here also this is the first point is conventional grid and second is smart grid is here. Okay, then conventional grid power grid depends on hierarchical and vertical structure, then non-participative and uniform. Okay, then this is the important characteristic, and then central generator dominance and no storage framework, this is the very important. Then power quality, it is very important in conventional grid. Then limited power customer focus, it will be depends on conventional power grid. Then power little data integration, it is very important in conventional power grid. And last one is the no self healing, it will be very important in conventional power grid. These are the 7 characteristics applicable for conventional power grid. Okay, then for smart grid we have to need 7 characteristics is there. It is unbundled and distributed structure, it is very important. Then informed and participative customer is applicable. Then distributed energy resources plug and play feature, it will be very important in smart grid. Then power quality is a priority, it will be applicable for smart grid. Then better market and service for customer, data driven and predictive asset management is there, and self healing and automotive and predictive fault address. These are the important 7 characteristics it applicable for smart grid, and this is the important concept of smart grid and conventional power grid. Okay, now these are the important characteristics related to the conventional grid and smart grid. Okay, now these are the important thing is there. Okay, now we have to need also same another characteristics, it will be depends on cyber attack, disaster management, event analysis, communication, predictive analysis, intelligence and efficiency. These are the 7 another characteristics it applicable for conventional power grid and smart grid is here. Then in conventional power grid we have to need value of the cyber attack, then slow and reactive response of natural disaster, then slow and tedious event analysis process, it is very important. And also in conventional power grid one way communication occur in conventional power grid is here. Then non-predictive processes and apps, it will be applicable for conventional power grid. Then limited intelligence, it is very important in conventional power grid, and poor efficiency occur in conventional power grid. Efficiency means output upon input plus losses, and this is the important thing for efficiency. Okay, now this is the important concept is here. Then also this characteristics is applicable for smart grid. Then in smart grid we have to need resilient cyber attack, that is we have to need resilient cyber attack. Then quick and proactive response to disaster. Then smart analytic with forecast, it is very important. then two-way communication occur in smart grid, then predictive processes and app, it will be applicable for smart grid. Then predictive processing and app, it is very important. Then intelligent and integrate and process, it will be very important in smart grid. And last one is the efficiency focus, it will be applicable for smart grid. And this is the important things and important concept and important characteristics, it applicable for conventional power grid and smart grid. And these are the important concept of difference between conventional grid and power grid with several characteristics is there. Okay, then also next point is important features and smart grid enablers, it is very important. Then first we have to need clean generation renewable energy sources, that is we have need clean and flexible generation for renewable energy sources. Then we have to need flexible transmission in flexible AC transmission devices and HVDC transmission system. Okay, then we have to need energy storage system. Then we have to need secure communication network for smart grid. Okay, then we have to need automation for SCADA, then energy management system, then synchrophasor based system. Then we have to need home, building, industrial automation, it is very important in smart grid enabler. Okay, then we have to need active distribution network. Then we have to need smart meters and phase measurement unit, it is very important sensor, it will be used in smart grid enabler. Okay, then smart analytics, that is wide area monitoring and control system we have to need. Okay, then also we have to need data system management, it will be very important in smart grid enabler. And last one is the market and regulatory framework, these are the important things in smart grid enabler. Okay, now these are the very important thing is there. Okay, now also we have to need few new concept in smart grid, that is we have to need prosumer, that is called as producer plus consumer. Okay, then also in which we have to need virtual synchronous generator, it will be very important to control inertia control, that is called as virtual synchronous generator, it will be very important in smart grid. Then ADMS, that is called as advanced distribution management system, and this advanced distribution management system is applicable for microgrid energy management system, this is very important in smart grid. Okay, now this is the very important concept in smart grid. Okay, now also we have to need distributed energy resources, that is called as DER, and this distributed energy sources depends on first distributed generation using renewable technology, that is photovoltaic, that is in India India's dream to develop 100 gigawatt photovoltaic power plant in 2022. Okay, now this is the very important concept of photovoltaic India. Then also need solar thermal system in distributed energy resources. Then small wind system up to 50 kilowatt, large wind system up to 1 megawatt. And last one is the biomass generation, it will be need in distributed energy resources, that is called as DER. This is the important things and these are the important concept, it will be important in distributed energy resources. Then last one is the storage technology, that is we have to need storage technology in the form of mechanical energy, electrical energy, chemical energy, and last one is the electrochemical energy. These are the important storage technology applicable for distributed energy resources. These are the important things and important concept, that is distributed energy resources, it is applicable for smart grid technology and smart grid concept. Okay, now this is the important thing is here. Then Next point is energy storage. That is, we have to need mechanical energy storage, electrical energy storage, chemical energy storage, and last one is the electrochemical energy storage. These are the energy storage system is totally applicable for smart grid network, smart grid technology, then smart grid appliances. These are the important things and these are the important energy. It will be applicable for total smart grid system. Okay, then also in mechanical storage we have to need pump storage system, that is called as pump storage hydro system, then compressed air energy storage system, flywheel, then electrical storage like supercapacitor, superconducting magnetic energy storage system, that is superconducting magnetic energy system is there. Then chemical storage, that is fuel cell, it is very important. Then electrochemical storage like lead acid battery, sodium based battery, lithium ion battery, flow batteries, zinc based batteries. These are the important electrochemical storage energy. It is applicable for energy storage system. And these are the chemical storage system. These are the electrical storage system, and these are the mechanical storage system. These are the important thing, that is storage system type, that is mechanical, electrical, chemical and electrochemical. These are the important concept of energy storage system. Okay, then also next point is storage technology option. Okay, now here are we have explained here several applications. Okay, now here UPS power quality, that is ultra power saving power quality is there. Then transmission, distribution, grid support, load shifting is there. Okay, then bulk power management is there. Okay, now here second, minutes and hours, then discharge time, rated power is there. Then power in the form of 1 kilowatt, 10 kilowatt, 100 kilowatt, 1 megawatt, 10 megawatt, 100 megawatt and 1 gigawatt. Then VRB means vanadium redox battery, PSB means polysulfide bromide battery. Okay, now these are the important concept of storage technology. Okay, then here in which we have to need high power capacitor and super magnetic energy storage system. Its capacity is 10 megawatt. Then high power flywheel, it is 1 megawatt. Then nickel battery, nickel cadmium nickel battery is here, its size is 1 megawatt. Then lead acid battery 10 megawatt, line battery 1 megawatt. Then these are the nickel batteries and high energy capacitor, its range is 1 megawatt. Then also electric battery is there, and these are the important things: zinc cadmium, zinc air, zinc chromium. These are the several electric batteries. It will be depends on vanadium redox battery and PSB, that is polysulfide bromide battery. Okay, now this is the important concept for storage technology. Okay, now also these are the storage applications, that is called as storage technology application. Then we have to need smart grid network. Then smart grid network, it will be applicable for generation system, transmission system, distribution system, and this is the distributed network is here. Okay, now in which the smart grid network, it will be depends on power system network, and this power system network, it will be depends on highly flexible, secure green power system, and in which we have to need integrated two-way communication between them. And this smart grid network is called as advanced control technology. And this is the concept of smart grid network is there. Then also here, also in which we have to use several application, that is generation, that is hydropower plant, here solar energy farm, wind energy farm. This total system is coupled to the transmission line and transmit electrical power to the distributed network. Then also in distributed network we have to need energy storage system, it is very important. And also this distributed network supply power to the distributed network, and these are the applications of distributed network. That is, first is wind farm, then solar energy, residential area, commercial area, industry area, electric vehicles, microgrid. These are the important applications. It will be depends on distributed network, and this green arrow indicates power flow in smart grid and power flow in conventional power system is there. That is the concept of smart grid network is here. Okay, then also in which we have to need challenges. It is very important for renewable generation sources. That is we have to need first generation. It is very important, and this generation it will be depends on technical challenges, and also it will be depends on time of day. That is we have to need accurate forecasting, power balancing. It is very important in renewable generation. Then also voltage and frequency control. It is very important in smart grid. That is we have to need this sources. It will be applicable for reactive power generation. Okay, then also sudden generation loss. It will be very important, and it is totally affected the smart grid, and totally system get unstable, and at that instant we have to need solar energy. Then solar energy it will provide energy to balance the network, and this is the concept of renewable generation sources. Okay, now next point is power quality issue. There are several power quality issue occur in smart grid. Okay, that is we have to need to avoid harmonics, voltage flicker, under voltage, and then this power quality issue it can be neglected, then improve the balancing or capacity of smart grid. That is improve capacity of smart grid. That is we have to need to avoid power quality issue. Then also renewable generation in which we have to need important challenges power management, that is voltage and current, and also we have to need maximum power point tracking, that is MPPT tracker. It is very important in smart grid. Okay, now this is the very important technical challenges it will be required in renewable energy sources. This is the important concept of renewable generation is there. Okay, now also we have to need transmission grid challenges and few measurement. That is this is the very important thing. That is we have to need important challenges like right way. That is we have to need ultra high voltage AC transmission line and HVDC transmission line. It is very important. Then also high tension line. It is very important. Then multi circuit tower, compact tower. These are the important measurement equipment. It will be needed in transmission grid. Then FACTS controller, that is flexible AC transmission controller. It is very important in transmission grid. Then voltage source converter. It is very important in HVDC transmission line. Then also a totally system in which we have to need land acquisition. It is very important thing or important challenges in smart grid. That is we have to need global information system substation. We have to need for transmission grid. Then we have to need automation of substation. Then digital substation. It is very important in transmission grid. Then we have to need renewable integration. It is very important, and this renewable integration it will be depends on transmission to lead generation, strong interconnection for large balancing area. Then renewable energy management system. It is very important in renewable energy sources. Then balancing reserving power. It is very important. Then balancing power market. It will be applicable for transmission grid. Then also we have to need energy storage system. These are the several measures importance. It will be applicable for transmission grid. Then also we have to need last challenge is grid management, and grid management is here. Then also in grid management we have to need smart grid real time monitoring system with self-healing. It is very important. Then also we have to need synchro phasor based wide area management PCS. It is very important. Then advanced metering infrastructure, advanced meter. It is very important in smart grid. Then demand side management and consumer participation. It is very important things. It will be important in transmission grid. Okay, these are the transmission grid. It is very important in smart grid. Okay, now also we have to need smart grid communication, and smart grid communication, it is very important in smart grid to develop communication model, and that is called as end-to-end smart grid communication model is there. And this smart grid communication model, it will be depends on communication network security level, communication network management layer. That is here, this is the wide area network is there. Okay, this is applicable for public internet and customer premises. This is the total smart grid communication network, that is in which we have to need home area network, business area network, local, that is industrial area network is there, then neighborhood area network, then advanced metering infrastructure, it is very important, then extended area network, it is very important, then advanced metering infrastructure, it is very important, then field area network, it is very important. Okay, now this is the generation system is there, this is the transmission substation is there, this is the distribution substation is there, and customer response is there. That is we have to need home area network, then business area network, and industrial area network. This is the very important thing. This is the total smart grid communication network is there, and this is the concept of smart grid communication.